I believe is distinctive about Boys and Girls Aid is a constant pursuit of the new innovation and quality that gets at a result that matters for children.
The Transitional Living Program is a housing and supportive services program for youth who are ages 16 through 23 and are transitioning out of homelessness into self-sufficiency. And
since then, I think I've really learned a lot, and I can finally see my life getting better. I've earned my GED, and I'm working at a restaurant.
I'm Mike Balter. I'm the CEO and president of Boys and Girls Aid. Boys and Girls Aid is a 127-year-old agency that impacts the lives of children in need every day.
Definitely my older sister, Kate. She's quite a bit older than me. When she was still living with us, she was the one who would take care of me the most, especially because my parents weren't around that often.
The Transitional Living Program is a housing and supportive services program for youth who are ages 16 through 23.
I guess I'm an adult now. I don't really feel like an adult. I guess I'm just figuring stuff out still.
Currently, although similar in desire, the programs have a little more diversity. There's adoption for infants, there's adoption for children in foster care, there's adoption for children who are considered hard to place. We have shelter care for young people who need temporary care. And then we have services for homeless and runaway youth, and also young women who are in the care and custody of the Oregon Youth Authority.
When I was 10, we moved to Beaverton from New Jersey. I don't remember too much of the move. I just remember that it all happened kind of quick. The truck we were driving to Oregon didn't have that much space in it, so I didn't get to take that many things with me. I remember I was really upset. I left home my favorite bicycle. It was green and had a kickstand, and it had those sparkly tassels on it. That was also when we left Kate behind. I just remember crying a lot when we had to say goodbye.
Our programs evolve almost daily by reflecting on what we do.
Because we are the only program in the agency serving youth who are over 18, and we define youth as being up to age 23 or 24. And we have been able to get funding sources that agree with that categorization. They, for the most part, came from couch surfing, not having a stable place to live, staying with different friends or relatives for a year or two until they finally kind of burn those bridges.
Well, things hadn't been good at home for a while. My parents weren't home that often, and if they were either fighting with each other or fighting with me. So I didn't want to be at home anyways, and sometimes when my dad would drink, things would get really crazy and the cops would come. I found this new group of friends, and they weren't really going to school, but it was better than being at home, so I started hanging out with them more and more and stayed at home less and less. Somehow my dad found out that I wasn't going to school, and he freaked out on me, and I just didn't really think he had the right to tell me what to do anymore. So I just left. I had that group of friends, and they were all crashing at this other house, so I knew I could go there.
So we work pretty closely with all the schools in Washington County, both high school and college level. We work with all the counseling agencies. There's word of mouth. The program has been in existence for 9 years, and so there's pretty strong word of mouth amongst youth who are experiencing homelessness. We get a lot of referrals from the Home Plate Outreach Program, which serves the same population we do, and then also they might come from our Safe Place shelter.
Well, I got in trouble with the cops, but I guess that turned out okay because they told me about Safe Place. I was at Safe Place for a couple of weeks, and then my case manager told me about the Transitional Living Program. There was an opening in the program, so I moved in to one of the apartments and I started the program.
There are peers who grew up in more stable environments. They're several years behind those youth in education, job readiness, relationship skills, just basic living skills, because they haven't had those things taught to them or modeled for them.
And since then, I think I've really learned a lot, and I can finally feel my life getting better. I got my GED, and I'm also working at a restaurant. and word on the street is I might be promoted to manager. But we also learn other stuff too, like how to budget, which has really helped with the whole money situation. And I think what I'm focusing on though is building good relationships.
I'm often asked, I believe, that there's a permanent home or family for every child. I say yes on the condition that we have a broad sense of what a family is. But the essential aspect is that you have someone in your life that you can count on.
I really want to start college. Kate says I can move in with her and her husband back in New Jersey. So I'm looking at school options over there. I think it'd be really cool to be in the healthcare field and maybe be a nurse and help people out, you know?